weapons from left to right. So what we're going to do is we're going to first fix the list. So we are going to put the heavy bolter in assault. We're going to put the plasma gun. I assume this is normal plasma gun. So, okay. We got TAC, so we're going to do S tier. S tier. Oh, we're gonna do Vanguard, which is let's put like a let's put like S minus tier. We'll put A tier. Good. You know, let's put great, actually. Great. We'll put G is G. We'll put Sniper A tier. Oh, heavy. Heavy. Mid. Decent. Ass. Okay, so we're gonna first put all of the ass weapons in ass. So Power Fist is not that great comparative. It's, I want to say it's very mid. Plasma gun. Okay, let's go from the bottom and we'll go top. So heavy bolt rifle is really not that great. It really needs a buff. It feels like I have mastered all the weapons. I have everyone 25. So this gun is not even compared to the grenade launcher. It just kind of sucks. The heavy pistol, I would probably have to say, is very mid. It's like the most mid pistol in the game. Actually, you know what? It could kind of be solid if you get headshots with it, but I mean, I guess that makes everything solid. The pistol is pretty much like ass. Now, you know, I'll put the fist in decent. The plasma pistol is like S tier for a pistol. It's very solid. Does pretty good damage, especially with charge damage. It can knock out enemy calling for reinforcements. It could be very strong. Do pretty good amount of damage. The chainsword is, I want to say, mid. I mean, if we're talking about like comparative to like a power sword, it's not even great. Or compared to the power fist, it's better. But comparative to the knife, I think the knife kind of is on a little bit better in my opinion. I like the more fast attacks, and I'm not going to try to cleave and do heavy attacks and all that stuff with a chainsword. I'm going to try to kill those things as fast as possible, but the people that typically have chainswords are like tactical, so I'm never really going to use it, or like Vanguard. So that's why it's mid. It's not a bad weapon. So I assume this is the plasma gun, which is for the heavy, I think, because I could see that this part right here for the heavies like tubing. I will say this is, it's a great weapon, but it's kind of mid. The multi-melta is S tier. Actually, you know what? It's great. It's great, but actually, you know what? It's middle tier because it's great against like hordes, which is niches. That's the point of it, but it kind of sucks against a Majoris enemy. You feel like you're just beating them over the head with it. The submachine gun is decent. I know a lot of people are going to say that shit, but it's alright. I mean, I'll never use it over anything else, but it's okay. Let's see. I mean, Vanguard's S tier. Multi-Melta's pretty good. Reliable. I believe. This is the Vanguard's submachine gun, which is not that great. Okay, we got a list going. The plasma gun is kind of very mid. Like, I would say it's great for tactical because he could get all his ammo back, but it's okay. It's not like a god tier weapon. So we got the power sword, which has two different variations of it. You can go crowd control or fast slicey. So that's definitely S tier. Let's see what we got. Hammer. Hammer is mid. It feels like it should be a lot stronger, but it's not. I know a lot of people would say, "Oh, you put the melta gun there, the multi-melta, da 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 da. It could shoot so fast, and you don't have to reload, and blah blah blah. Why would you put that, you know, under S tier?" It's because with Vanguard, I'm only going to be using the multi-melta, and I'll never use tactical with the fucking like multi-melta, and on top of that, it makes Vanguard so extremely strong. Versus heavy, where any one of his weapons can be viable, but the multi-melta is definitely, I would probably say the multi-melta is obviously better than his plasma gun, and I'd put the plasma gun in mid. But the issue that I have with the multi-melta is it's terrible against like big guys, so you feel like you're just beating them over the head with your weapon. I believe this is the, let me see. Looks like the bolt carbine. I think this is the auto bolt carbine. They look so much alike. Wait, are these just the same guns? Hold on, let me do a comparison. I think that's the same gun. So I can't tell what this is. So if this is just the automatic one, then this gun is kinda decent. The LaFusel, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the LaFusel, or the bolt rifle. That's the bolt rifle, that's perfectly where it is. I think this is the automatic rifle. Yes, this is the automatic rifle. This might be the heavy bolt rifle, which is kind of mid. Let's see if that's correct. This is the heavy bolter, which is S tier when you get to relic. This is the Oculus rifle, which the reason why I'm saying it is ass, because why would I ever want to use it over the, you know, uh, over the over the Meltagun for Vanguard. And if this is the less fuse, I gotta go look at the weapons just to make sure I didn't get anything wrong. Less Fuso, S tier, the GOAT. I would put, actually, you know what? I would put knife probably in mid tier next to the power sword or chain sword. Its parrying is so good, it just feels like you could parry all day with it. And the quick slashes are really good. Plus that easy just run up, knock an enemy push thing is pretty solid. So we're going to look over the weapons. If you just want to fast forward through this part, I wouldn't blame you. Because, like, if I had to sit there... I mean, I guess that's a good thing about watching this on YouTube after I get done. Is, you can obviously be like, you know, straight to this part. Where I gotta sit here and I gotta wait. Oh. Waiting for them resources to load, baby. We're back with the boys. And the bugs. And the freezing. God damn, boy! This loading screen. God damn! Okay. Look at my beautiful Emperor's Inquisition. Death or glory. Indeed, brother. So, we're gonna look at some of the weapons, because I want to make sure that, okay, so this is the auto bolt rifle. So, where's the auto bolt rifle? Okay, so yeah, I got that right. Okay. So it has the longer sniper. Okay. So if it has the gold on it. Okay, so this is just, so this is the normal bolt rifle. Okay. Obviously this is the heavy bolt rifle. I mean, just from the look of it. Just to make sure I got that right. Yeah, so... Okay. Okay, so this is the Stalker bolt rifle. Okay. The Stalker bolt rifle is definitely medium. It's okay with, like, sniper, but it's nowhere even in comparison. Let's see, so I want to make sure I got this right. So, okay. So, this one is the... Okay, so that's fair enough. I think this is the Oculus rifle. No, I think this is the submachine gun. Let me go check. Let me go check Vanguard. Okay, yeah, so... Okay. Okay. This weapon by itself is pretty good. The submachine gun's decent. I think that's a, yeah, I think that's a pretty fair list. Bolt rifle at the top because the grenade launcher, plasma gun, power sword of the fusel, melt a gun, bolter. I would probably say, let's bump that up to S tier. Because it's not that bad. It can be multi-purposed. The multi-melta, the heavy pistol, and the Oculus rifle are all pretty good. Mid is kind of the chainsword, knife, plasma gun. Well, actually, for the plasma gun, I'll bump that up to great. The hammer is mid. Okay, I gotta check something out. I want to make sure I didn't put the wrong gun inside of the wrong area. Okay, so this fusel has 3. Is that kind of okay? And then the bolt rifle looks like okay. So okay, so I did get it correct. Would kind of help if these had names on them, because I do kind of recognize some of the weapons just by their names. So yeah, I would probably say that's a pretty fair list. I would probably say the plasma gun is definitely better. It's kind of hard to compare them because weapons don't share. So, I mean, over the multi-melta, I would probably say the plasma is better. Just because you get range comparatively, but I mean, if I'm just talking about all-out efficiency here, then I would say, yeah, multi-melta with Vanguard is definitely above the other two. Mid weapons, I would definitely say the bolt rifle is definitely better. I mean, they're melee weapons, so I'm not going to compare them to shooting weapons, but they're for defense. So I would probably say defensively wise, the knife is a lot better. That's a hard choice. Obviously this is right. Okay, so yeah, that's my pick. Obviously I'm gonna put melee weapons, my melee weapons, so that way it doesn't look weird. I kind of want to say the hammer is better than the chain sword in some regards, because you could do pretty good damage. But the chain sword, like if you're just trying to do AoE damage, then I guess the hammer is kind of better. I think that's a fair statement. Yeah, let's go play some Space Marines since we got it booted up. But I'll leave it at that. You guys just tell me what you think at the end. And, you know, tell me what's situated. And tell me what you think. Like I said, I have everybody 25 and everyone mastered. So I'm trying to come at this as the most, like, not, oh, this gun has one niche and that way it's way better than the other one, so therefore it's better than the other one type of thing. Where it's just objectively which ones are better. And I'll go through the list, since I'm not going to compare secondaries to primaries, because that's kind of stupid. Obviously the bolt rifle is very solid as a grenade launcher. It's really, really good. It's kind of a mid weapon in my opinion, because the only reason it's S tier is because you just get your grenades back again. and it's not hard to do. So the gun portion of the shooting is not, it's like okay, it's like eh. The plasma pistol is very solid. It could stop like warriors from calling. It's pretty good. It can also kill small guys in one hit if you charge it. The power sword is all around versatile. It could be crowd control. It could be fast, stylish attack, which I prefer the fast, stylish attack. The Fusel, I mean, it's considered the best weapon for sniper in the game. It's not even close. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Multi-Melta for Vanguard is S tier, obviously. It's pretty much the only gun you really use with Vanguard. These other ones are like eh. Heavy Bolter, I like the Heavy Bolter, but my biggest issue is the accuracy seems to be a problem. I know you could get it fixed, but you could have it where it just shoots one bullet and then it's like speed shoots if you go to turret mode. The plasma gun is like S tier minus because with tactical you get all your ammo back and it's pretty reliable. It's not comparative to the grenade launcher, obviously. The S tier, or A tier I should say, pretty much the plasma pistol is okay. The reason why I rank it above the Melta gun is because if you need to do range, it kind of outbeats it in range, and since Heavy can just stand there and put a shield on himself and shoot, it's like pretty good. The Multi-Melta is okay. It's great for small guys, but if you just have a Vanguard, you don't really need to run a Multi-Melta. It's pointless. The Oculus rifle, or I believe this is the Investigator rifle. Let me just make sure. Investigator, okay, Investigator rifle. It's pretty good. It's a really good rifle, surprisingly. I really thought it'd be on tactical. I'd rather switch the heavy bolt rifle with the Investigator rifle. A heavy pistol is pretty good. For a secondary, you can get some pretty good mean headshots. And if you hit a target's head, like if they're trying to call in, you can definitely drop them for calling in. The knife, the reason why I say the knife is technically better than the hammer is because if you need to do single target damage, it's up close, it's fast, it's great. It's just all around a pretty good weapon. The hammer is good for AoE. Once they fix everything, I think the hammer would be very solid. I think it would be just this really out-damaging weapon. The chainsword is kind of like between like a hammer and the giant machete axe that counts as a knife, which is like the size of, like, the comparison to me is like the size of this. Chainsword is kind of like mixed. It's kind of like mid. The bolt rifle kind of just, it's there. I mean, I don't know why you'd pick the bolt rifle or the less Fusel. I believe these are the automatic variations. I'm not gonna look again, but these are okay. They're like literally the definition of okay. Then we got the decent. We have the Power Fist, that's meh. We have the submachine gun and the other submachine gun. You would never take these for any reason. Maybe in like versus, but this is not a versus. This is for Ruthless. And then you have like the other automatic carbine, bolt, whatever. It just sucks. And the reason why I say that the pistol is at the bottom is it's okay, but it's the default pistol, and I think way too many classes have it. I feel like everyone should have got the heavy bolt pistol instead, and this could have been like an option. Maybe this could be like your secondary sidearm if you run out of ammo and you have to use that pistol. But that's the list. Tell me what you think. Hope you guys really like that one. I know people are gonna be like, why is the multi-melt not S tier? It's so strong. It's really not. It only has one niche, and that's clearing crowds. And if you sit there and you beat an enemy to death with it, it just feels like you're beating an enemy to death with it. Like sometimes I've shot like a Majora's enemy like 7 or like 8 times, and they just won't die. It feels like. So it's kind of like just the stun is what makes it great. Because if it didn't have a stun, it just would be absolutely awful to deal with Majora's enemies. So, but I'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope my warriors really like this one. The Inquisition is with you, and the Emperor protects.